It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Dog. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, we are starting a brand new week here on the channel, and it's a big week. I am pumped for this week, and we are getting it started off right with the Big Time Metal Monday today. We are going back to music by Dream Theater, and I am excited about it. Specifically, we are going to be concluding their 12-step suite today. We started our entire year, 2022, the very first episode out of the gate this year on January 3rd was dedicated to the start of this suite with the song The Glass Prison. We finally got back to part 2, This Dying Soul, in May. Last month, we continued on reacting to part 3 of the suite with The Root of All Evil. And now, today, we're going to be finishing up the suite with parts 4 and 5. The songs are Repentance and The Shattered Fortress. And I am glad that you are here. Repentance covers steps 8 and 9 in the AA 12 steps. Which are Regret and Restitution. This particular song is the 5th track off of Dream Theater's 2007 album, Systematic Chaos. And then we'll conclude with The Shattered Fortress, which concludes the entire suite, covering steps 10, 11, and 12, which are Restraint, Receive, and Responsible. The Shattered Fortress is the 4th track on Dream Theater's 2009 album, Black Clouds and Silver Linings. All of the lyrics that we hear in the suite are by Mike Portnoy, and the music is by the band. We've got James Labrie on lead vocals, John Myung on bass, John Petrucci on guitar and backing vocals, Mike Portnoy on drums and backing vocals, and Jordan Rudess is on the keyboards. And y'all, I have come prepared. Not only do I have my black T-shirt here for a good old Dream Theater song, but I've got my Dream Theater hat, which I got at the Dream Theater show that I went to back earlier this year. So I think I am ready, my friends. Special thanks goes to our friend Brianna for supporting the channel and for providing some really good feedback for these tracks. It was told to me by her and by several others that, it'll be really strange to stop with Repentance. Once you get this far in, you got to get to the ending. So that's why we're doing both of these today. And it's episode 444 today, y'all. And I know that is a special angel number for many folks. So I am glad to have you with me for episode 444, where we conclude the Dream Theater 12-step suite. This is pretty awesome music, y'all. And I'm excited to get to the conclusion of this. I'm going to be making use of the studio versions for each of these last 2 tracks in the suite. So let's get it, y'all. We're going to start with Repentance, and it goes like this. Here we go. That's a C sharp. Ya-da-dum, half step. Da-da-dum, bottom. Sounds Phrygian to me. Nice. Ooh, that happened before. Ya-dum, that flat 5 to 4 over that C sharp. This is hypnotic. What a sound palette that is that they're getting there. Comes into focus. We go down a step to B. Patterns of my life, it's thought adorn me, revealing hurt for shame and deep lament. 5, 6. 7, 8, 9 in that little part of the riff.
As the pen begins to trace my darkest past, signs throughout my life that should have warned
I like James' voice in this lower range. He's got a lot of warmth in his voice down there.
I once thought it better to regret.
Still in B.
Things that I have done haven't.
I once thought it was better to regret the things I have done than haven't.
Sometimes you got
C
to
sharp.
be wrong.
Dominant to where did they go from there?
Sometimes you've got to be strong when you think it's too late.
Nice. That sounds like a mellotron. Really cool. Half step. I love this.
Staring at the finished page before me.
Step 8 involves making a list of all the people that are harmed by our actions. And then we try to work to make amends with them. It's a humbling thing.
A bit of fear at the thought of my amends. Hoping that the step will help restore me. To face my past and ask for
Hoping that the step will help restore me to face my past and ask for forgiveness. The hope is to no longer be isolated from other people that have stepped away from us while we've harmed them with our actions, right? It's a dreamy sound for Dream Theater, y'all.
Things that I have done haven't.
It's like the closest to Pink Floyd that I've ever heard them.
Sometimes you've got to be wrong.
Nothing virtuosic.
Learn the hard way.
That's cool.
Just when you're through hanging on.
They did the same thing before, and I believe the first time it's a tritone, the second time it's a chromatic third move. Okay, still in C sharp minor. Woo! Down a half step. Beautiful guitar. Maybe we're in E minor. That's where we landed. Down to C. That would be regular 6 to flat 6. Down to 5 or 1. B minor. It's hard to tell. Are they in B minor? Are they in E minor? Are they in F sharp? Just kind of circling and catching everything. Beautiful descending pattern, chromatic pattern.
Until that moment.
Okay.
I never felt like I
Step
failed,
9, restitution.
and I felt like
This
I
is
failed
Corey
her.
Taylor from Slipknot.
Myself, and I failed my children.
I want to thank you for helping me to see
It's
Steve
still
Vai.
really hard
to
to
tell you how
deal with.
regretful I am. It has hurt you.
Chris Jericho, the famous wrestler.
What I did. I'm sorry that I came to defeat. I don't know if I was selfish or if it just was too
Steve Hogarth from Marillion, David Ellefson from Megadeth.
I really regret not being able to see
That was Joe Satriani.
He's the godfather of my daughter.
And that voice has to be Michael Archibald,
Sing and
right?
play something at his wedding. I turned it down because I was busy, I guess, chicken shit to do it. I got this
Stephen
far.
Wilson's in here.
He's a very, very close friend of mine.
So I wanted to apologise to anyone that I've
upset or offended
Stephen Wilson?
by the words.
I'm sorry for
Just
letting you let me in there.
Neil
But
Morris?
unfortunately,
I was a different
I
person.
tend to express it as a fact.
I'm so sorry.
And that's kind of arrogant.
I guess I'm simply sorry for
John Anderson's in here.
I'm sorry.
It's still warms me.
Daniel Gildenlow from Pain of Salvation. That was really effective. To choose to do it as spoken word and not as some sort of recurring melodic thing, just to have that that little rhythmic motive in the background underpinning all of that. That's really a neat move. When you need to get a lot of text included in your piece. I love this. It's powerful. Major. Tritone, both major chords. There's back to C sharp minor. E minor. B to F sharp. Addition of those mellotron-like strings just brings me back to classic songwriting and prog and rock, and it's combined with all of these like 21st century sounds and recording techniques, and it's just hit me right in the feels, y'all. Which way will we go?
If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through.
This says it's spoken by Mike Portnoy. I didn't know he had that deep of a voice.
We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity and no peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others.
We will see from our experience how we can benefit others. The feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. This is amazing.
Fear of evil and economic insecurity will be us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. These extravagant
And it lands on the major chord, but then it gives you the tritones.
amongst us.
And you think you've got to a conclusion. There's still some way to go.
You're only as sick as your secrets, but the truth shall set you free.
The truth is the truth. That's all you can do is live with it.
The truth is the truth, and all you can do is live with it. Wow. That's a real unique Dream Theater song. I've heard a decent amount of their songs now. That's quite unique. We never get huge virtuosity because you don't need it here. You don't need it, and they're really connected to the human element here, and that's what I absolutely love about the songwriting in that particular piece. That was one of my favorites, immediately one of my favorites from Dream Theater. Wow, that was really, really cool. On we go, though, y'all. We got to finish it out. I understand now what some of y'all were saying. Like, once you get through Repentance, you're going to need to finish the book, right? It's like getting to the next to last chapter in a wonderful novel. and we want to figure out what the end of the story is. So that's coming up. So the Shattered Fortress, Mike Portnoy considers this to be the Suite's grand finale. The band incorporates progressions and melodies from previous portions of the suite as the journey comes to a conclusion. I did not take the time, and I'm kicking myself now, to go back and re-listen anew, freshly, to the previous 3 big songs in the suite. So I don't know if I'll catch all of the previous motives and such that comes back, but that's not going to stop me from listening to it right now. So here is the Shattered Fortress from Dream Theater. Here we go. Fading in. Cool. They're still in C sharp. That's that Phrygian motive from the last tune, but more rhythmicized. Up a half step, down a full step from that C sharp. Big time power intro. Building up to something. Flat 6, flat 7, 1. Play sol on A. New key. Woo! Right. Second theme in the intro. So they're just listing all of these, things we can aspire to. Self-restraint, inventory, analysis. I don't know if these are, there's 12 of them. I don't know if they directly correspond or how they directly correspond. Look in the mirror, what do you see? That's a B. Relative major for a second. Big time double kick. Woo!
You're smart enough for me to trust. Go live your life now.
Over that B.
In your life,
Different the second time, but chromatic descending.
if you're not sure,
Bum, dum, bum. It's chromatically coming down from the soul, from the fifth of the key.
have them do
And that reminds me of something else I've heard from them. It may be from previously in the suite. This is definitely much more aggressive and typical Dream Theater than the last tune. That's an E. Down to B minor. C sharp major. That's from the previous piece. Right, the tritone movement, and then the minor third movement for that chromatic third progression. Got the fourth. So this, I think, is still just step 10, called restrained. Step 10 asks us to continue to take responsibility for our actions and to promptly admit when we wrong others. Admitting you're wrong is a difficult thing to do sometimes. I mean, we all make mistakes. And I think this step is talking about the importance of staying accountable, not only to ourselves, but to those around us. Double kick. Listen to that. Just kind of going in and out of things. All hail John Petrucci. Big arrival. Minor, C sharp, C natural, down to A, 4, 1.
Help make me a channel of thy peace, that where there is hatred, I may bring love, that where there is wrong, I may bring the spirit of forgiveness.
I am well versed in this particular prayer, y'all, as a church musician.
That where there is error, I may bring truth, that where there is doubt, I may bring the faith.
Now that you can see all you have done,
That where there is despair, I may bring
This is the next step. This is step 11.
shadows, I may
it's time to take that step.
It's the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi,
where there is sadness, I may bring joy.
which is also often called the prayer of peace. It's actually misattributed to St. Francis. Never appears in his writings
Comfort rather than to be comforted.
that we have.
Understand rather than to be understood.
You break right through that prison wall.
That I may seek to love rather than to be loved. For it is by
Beautiful.
self-forgetting that one finds. It is by forgiving that one is forgiven.
Keep all of me.
That was a power play move.
That was buried deep inside. Help me live
Step 11 is one of these steps that has a direct reference to a higher power, invoking God directly. And I think they've softened the whole overt Christianity of this, of AA specifically, over the years. you know, God could be spiritual, just a higher power. It's asking us to meditate and seek this higher purpose and meaning for our lives. Help me live today and help to give me grace. All right. That's a monster riff. Changing the chord over the top of that consistent bass. Similar to what they were doing before with that chromatic counting down. Okay. Flat 2, 1. Incredible.
I'm responsible when anyone, anywhere reaches out for help.
Step
I
12.
want my hand to be there. I am responsible when anyone,
Big conclusion, y'all. We're getting close.
reaches out for help.
I'm responsible when anyone anywhere reaches out for help. I want my hand to be there.
To be there.
That's awesome. It's like got a bell tolling. On soul of the key. It's gonna be it. Boom. B minor's where they ended up, I think. And that's a hopeful bell toll when it's on the open fifth for me. But the clouds are still there. We've got that bell toll on the fifth, but those clouds, that conflict is not gone. Remarkable. Remarkable, y'all. Great songwriting. Really, really great songwriting. The 12th step, the final step in the process, calls on us to carry the process itself and the success that we've had in doing this process, to carry it forward and to live out our lives with newfound purpose and, as it says, responsibility. It's knowing that it's feeling a part of society again, to not being isolated. I personally have not struggled with addiction, and I'm very thankful that I haven't had that struggle as part of my life, but I've had close friends and family members that have and continue to struggle with all different types of addiction. And I don't know, if you're a person like that. I hope that whatever we're doing here can be, in some way, a way to bond, or just to not be alone. But I think wherever I read and whatever stories I hear, it all comes back to this sense inside our heads of unfulfillment, of isolation, and of a needing for something to fill the space. And sometimes we turn to the wrong things to do that. And if we do turn to the wrong things, they can be quite destructive for our character, for our morality, our sense of ethics, to the way that we see the world, to the way that we see ourselves, to the way that we interact with the people around us. It's no secret I work at a church. I have worked at a church for various churches, Christian churches, for a long time as a church musician. And so like that St. Francis prayer, I have directed many, or several, I should say, different settings of that very famous prayer. It's a wonderful prayer, but at the church where I work, we have an active AA chapter that makes use of our space. We provide it to AA on a weekly basis to run their meetings, and they're autonomous. They do their own thing, but it's a ministry of the congregation that I personally work for that is important, and they provide that space without fee for AA, and they have for decades. And I think it's just a wonderful thing that people that are struggling have options to help go through a process of rebuilding what was lost in their lives. And so I have an immense amount of respect for Mike Portnoy. I have now seen him play live, and he is just an amazing presence on stage. He's an amazing presence when you just hear the sounds that he makes when he holds the sticks in his hands and he makes contact with the drums. It's an amazing sound. Drummers have that way of interacting with their instrument. Most of their instruments are non-pitched, but there is flair and artistry for how they interact with their instrument, and he's is powerful and just reaching right through to me as any drummer that I've ever noticed. And so I really enjoyed getting to watch him do his thing in concert, and I'm looking forward to being able to do that again later this fall. Now I know that I'm going to a concert of John Petrucci's solo tour, and Mike, I know, is playing along with him. But the lyrics in this, the attention to detail, the quality of the craft of the songs, and how everything pulls together, it's a remarkable achievement for a remarkable band. And it's been a lovely journey for me to go through this 12-step suite done over like 5 different albums from them. It's a long-term commitment from this band to continuing on and doing this. I think I like it spread out over time, instead of just all as one album. I guess they could have done the 12-step suite as an entire album. Breaking it up over the span of several years alludes to the length of time that it takes to go on a journey of self-discovery and improvement like this, right? That it takes time and dedication. So everything kind of works together, I think, in this. So excellent stuff. The 12-step suite, specifically today, the songs Repentance and The Shattered Fortress. thanks to all of you. I have very much enjoyed listening to these and would appreciate your feedback. Let me know what you think. And Bree, much love to you and to everybody who are Dream Theater fans who keep supporting my journey through some of their tunes. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.